Hello, welcome to Who Would Win. I'm your host, B. Mitch. Today will be a fight between Albert Wesker and Neo, and this one could be pretty interesting. These two have a lot in common, including how they look. I mean, when you look at these two, it looks like they could be related somehow. But anyway, I'll get started with what they have in common as far as their powers go. They both have super strength, enhanced agility, enhanced speed, enhanced reflexes. They both can also dodge gunfire, and master martial artists as well. So now let's get to the differences. I'll start with Albert Wesker first and where he would be different from Neo. He has a healing factor which is pretty impressive, and that will help him out a lot during this fight, because I read that one time that Neo actually got shot and died, as well as a hardened skeleton, as well as superhuman endurance, which is pretty impressive, and it will help him out a lot, because I read that one time Neo actually got exhausted, so that's pretty good. And speaking of Neo, I'll read about him and where he would be different from Albert Wesker. He has telekinesis, which he can use to block gunfire, and he can also use that to fly and jump as well, so that's pretty good. So which one do I think would win between Albert Wesker and Neo? Well, according to Mafia Joe 619, and I have his actual text right here, and I quote, Wesker would win because because of his weaponry, his brains, and his martial arts skills. So he thinks that Albert Wesker would get the victory. I am not entirely sure about this, but it does seem like Albert Wesker does have a bit more as far as the overall power and the skill goes, so I may have to agree with him on that for now. But I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this, and let me know who do you think would win between Albert Wesker and Neo. Also leave any ideas for a matchup below. This has been B. Mitch, and I'll see you next week with another Who Would Win.